Wow. Welcome back, you guys. First of all, from the bottom of my heart, thank you. Thank you so much for clicking on this video and for being here with me right now. I honestly believe that if you found yourself watching this today, it's not a coincidence. It is divine timing. I think something brought you here, whether you realize it or not. There's a message in this video you were meant to hear. So I just want to say congratulations, you're exactly where you need to be. And today I really want to open up to you guys. I want you to get to know me on a deeper level and kind of hear the story of how this all started for me. So if you're here, get comfortable, take a deep breath, and let's dive right in. Man, honestly, I kind of feel like I don't even know where to start with this. But I guess the best place to start would be the very beginning. The events that led me to this path of spiritual and emotional healing and ultimately my awakening. So I was 16 years old when I first left my house. I didn't really give anybody a choice. I was just kind of like, I'm leaving and you can't really stop me. And honestly, I didn't know where I was going to go. I didn't have a plan. I had no money, obviously. I didn't have a job. I was 16 years old. And by the way, I had finished school. I went to a program in my state called YCP Youth Challenge Program. And I got my GED from there. So there's that. That's why I kind of was able to do what I did. But I didn't really have any direction. I knew I had to get out. I knew that I wanted to get out and go and do my own thing and explore the world on my own, even though I really didn't have any way of doing this. And honestly, I didn't have any plan. I was just gonna go sleeping in an abandoned house, if I'm being honest. So I texted a friend of mine, and I was like, yo, I'm about to go sleep in this abandoned house. And he texted me back, and he was like, no, you're not. You're coming with me, bro. I got you. And what's crazy is, at the time, I didn't even really know him that well. Like, we were kind of cool, but we weren't really close at all. I had really just met him, to be honest. So, but nevertheless, he took me in, and man, the craziest thing is we ended up becoming like this, like right off the bat. We ended up becoming like brothers. He was literally like the older brother that I never had, that I always wanted, because I'm the oldest, you know. So I always wished that I had an older brother to kind of show me the way of life and like show me what was going on, because I never had really like a brother or like anything like that in my life, you know. And listen, when I say he was literally one of the purest souls I ever met, I mean, he was the type of person that he would give you the shirt off his back. And if he only had $2 to go buy a pack of ramen noodles, he would split it with me. And trust me, we did that a lot back then. But here's where things get really interesting. As we spent more time together, he would randomly start mentioning little things to me like, yo, have you ever heard of meditation? Or, bro, you ever notice how certain numbers keep popping up? And honestly, I didn't really think anything of this this at first. Like, I would kind of just brush it off or whatever, and not really think anything of it at all. But then things started happening in my life. Like, I started noticing little signs. I started seeing repeating numbers everywhere. 111, 222, 444. I gradually over time I started to feel certain energies in certain places and in certain people. It just started getting harder and harder to ignore. So eventually I was like, okay, let me actually try this meditation thing. Let me see what it's all about. And at first nothing really happened. I was just like, yeah, it's relaxing, whatever, you know? But then one day, I don't know really how to explain it, but without anyone even saying a word, I could feel the energy. Like, I could feel the presence of people without them even being in the room, if you know what I mean. And sometimes I could even see the energy, like a radiant energy radiating off of my friend. And honestly, I thought I was going crazy for a little while, but the longer I stayed around him and the longer we hung out, it awakened something in me, because his energy was so pure and just full of love that I could feel it and I could see it, and that's kind of where it all started. And hold on, let me get my thoughts. Sorry, you guys. So, before I knew it, I was on this spiritual journey, and I didn't even really realize it at first. And man, looking back now, I know exactly why the universe put this friend in my life. I truly feel he was sent to awaken me. He was sent to awaken me and just put me on this path of spiritual awakening and start my spiritual journey. And I can't even really explain like how truly grateful I am for this. Because this wouldn't have happened. I really don't know where I would be. I don't know what I would be doing. So I'm truly grateful for that time in my life, even though it was hard, because without it, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be here talking to you right now. And the crazy part is, I know some of you watching this can feel exactly what I'm talking about. You've felt things like this before, or you've felt exactly the same way at some point in your life. Like, you know that feeling, that inner knowing that you're meant for more? And if you're still watching this right now, that's because you were meant to hear this. And honestly, that's why I do this. That's why I created this channel and this community, Divine Pulse. Because I know what it feels like to be lost. I know what it feels like to have no direction. I know what it feels like to feel something waking up inside of you and not having anyone around you who understands it. And I feel like my purpose and my mission is really to be that light for you, the same way that my friend was for me. I know I was put on this earth to help people heal, to help people wake up their higher purpose, and to create a community of love, light, and healing, and awakening as well. And I just want to say, if you're here watching this right now, that means you're a part of this as well. So, if this resonates with you, if you felt any part of my story in your soul, it's not a coincidence. That truly is a sign. It's a sign that you are exactly where you're supposed to be. It's a sign that you're waking up. And it's a sign that big things are about to start unfolding in your life. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but congratulations. Seriously, like, take a step back and look at how far you've come. Really think about all the little things in your life that had to fall into place just for you to be here right now. None of that's random. That's not a coincidence. It's divine alignment. And I just want to say this too. If you ever felt like you were meant to do something bigger with your life, like if you've always had a deep desire to be either an artist or a musician or a creator or just start your own business, I'm telling you right now, you are so much closer than you can think. You're so much closer than you know. You might not see it, but I can, because everything you've been through, all the hardships, all the lessons, all the setbacks, they were preparing you for what's about to come. And I need you to feel that. I really need you to let that resonate in your soul. And honestly, I didn't even expect to get this deep today, but I guess that's kind of just what happens when you follow your heart and you let the divine guide you, right? So I think I'm going to end it off here, and I just want to say thank you. I want to say thank you, like, genuinely from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to my story. Thank you for being a part of this community and a part of this healing and awakening in the world. And I promise you, big things are coming. Not just for me and not just for you, but for all of us. The collective is shifting right now. Major changes are coming. Blessings, opportunities, miracles. And I can feel it. Can you? But yeah, if this video resonated with you, drop a comment and tell me something about your journey. I want to hear from you. I want to connect with you guys. And if you haven't already, make sure to hit that subscribe button and join the Divine Pulse family. Join our community and have a safe place where you can connect with others and meet like-minded souls on the path of awakening. I love you guys so much, and I just want you to remember that you're not alone. You're exactly where you need to be, and I'll see you guys in the next one.